Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's Charter Fishing Fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
Welcome everyone to Outer Points Productions. This is Little Cheddar, and I'm here all by myself tonight. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, we've got Kevin Kisting and Nick Brodeski playing tonight in match number 5 of KO 1.2. So, given that I am here all by myself, I am going to get the players started real quick. And, pardon me, we can talk a little bit later. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Be right back. Alrighty. We are playing some 8-ball tonight. Race to 10. Winner break 8 BCA rules. Holy I'm not sure. I actually have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 balls on the break. Actually 6. If you're including the cue ball. Gee, monster break. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Sorry we had to get such a quick start. A lot going on in the booth tonight. So what did everybody think of the new Wisconsin winter video, intro video? Something I was just playing around with earlier. This is probably going to be one of the fastest racks of 8-ball. I think. Oh, okay. Spoke too soon. Might be one of the fastest racks of 8-ball. If I was Kevin Kisting, I would not try to hold for this 8. And he couldn't have put it in a worse spot. He could have ended up all the way down at the other end of the table and still been fine. That 7-ball is in a horrible spot as well for a 2-rail kick. Might be able to spin around it. Thanks, Tom Manina. That may have been the fastest commentator curse ever. John Klein was the first one in the chat tonight. Oh my gosh. Holy. Wow. Okay. By show of hands, did anybody else see that coming? Even got a little fist pump from Kevin afterwards. You didn't get to see it, but what a kick. I guess the 7 wasn't in the way. And got away from the scratch. What a way to start the match. I'll tell you, if the rest of the night goes like this is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Fred Renner was second. Hello, Fred. Good evening, Andy Coons. I hope you're recovering from last night. Tarek Hamden, what's going on? Probably, or says he's probably not going to make it through the whole entire match. Jeez, he's like 23. It's like he's got a bedtime or something. What's going on, Justin Ellensing? We got some gambling going on in the chat. Fantastic. What's happening, Maya Hookstra? Maya's going to be here on Sunday for his final 16 match. That one's going to come up just a little wide. Just got a private message from Fred Renner, said that on his end, he was first in the chat. So I don't know what to tell you, John Klein. What's going on, Mike Lemire? Mike Lemire is also going to be here on Sunday, taking on Jeff Getch. Well, I don't believe a ball has been pocketed yet after the break, so I think it's still open table. Here's the fun part about it being 8-ball tonight is I get to use my telestrator a lot more. Got some good banter going on. Combination unsuccessful, but has left Nick with a sharp cut on the 10 in the side, and that is about all he has to shoot at. And that one's going to hit the outer point and end up safe as well. Bank on the 1 is the only shot that Kevin has. What's going on, Chris Green? Thanks for the like and the share already. Good luck at Pool League up at Mad Apple. Drills the bank, but does not look like, yeah, he might be able to see the 5 ball. I don't think so. Nope. I don't see an offensive shot here for Kevin. I like the 10 in the side here and come back towards the 3 ball to get the 11. And if he doesn't get the shape that he needs, all right, can do it this way as well. Good angle on the 11 to get back to the 8. Good shot. One apiece. So one of the things I was doing in the booth while getting ready for tonight's match is I haven't had an opportunity to show everybody what the payout is for 1.2. $12,800 prize pool. Winner gets $5,000 in cash, the champion's belt that you just seen at the beginning of the stream, an onboard sportswear champions jersey, a 5-year membership to Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, and as well a shirt from John Kramer. And there's the rest of, we'll get back to that. Let's not miss the action. So we went from Nick Brodeski's first break, making 6 balls, to coming up dry on his second attempt. Good choice on ball selection for Kevin. Leaving the 10 there. To block Nick's solids now. The only trouble I see in this rack is potentially the 14 and the 12. The 14 does not pass the 12 in the side. I think I would try to get on that right now. Let's take a closer look here. Yeah, I don't believe that thing passes there. Going to have a long attempt on the 14 ball. Or could elect to play safe and put the cue ball right behind the 14. Would have liked to seen that 14 sit right in front of the 3. That would have made it a little bit more difficult for Nick, but hit the 14 a little too thick to pocket it and really ended up in a good spot on the 11 to the 12. Good shot, breaking up his 2 and 6. Left himself with a long shot on probably the 5 ball. From the booth, I don't see much else to shoot at. Good shot. And a shot on the 3. Ooh, that one caught the outer point. That was kind of a rushed shot. Kevin's a little bit flat on this 14 ball, but I think he can force it enough to get to the middle of the table if he can just avoid hitting the 6. Underhit it tremendously. Well, if he can cut the 11 ball into the side, the 4 ball should act as a stopper for the cue ball. As long as it doesn't go too wild, he'll probably still have a shot for the 12 on the side. Good evening, Pete Beshta. Thank you for the like and the share, as well as you, Fred Renner. Kevin's looking at playing that 11 past the 2, which is about 2/3 of a pocket from what we can see on the camera. Not a bad spot. I believe Kevin is going to be getting his jump cue out pretty quick. Nick's going to play it safe and pocket the ball. Oh, he actually called the 2. Good shot. Really good shot. Two to one in favor of Nick. So John Klein is betting a McDouble with Tarek Hamden, I believe. Good luck, John. Nick shoots like a man on a mission. Let's get back to the flyer real quick for the payout. Second place is going to get $2,500 in cash. The authentic boxing gloves trophy on board sportswear finalist jersey. Third and fourth each get $1,500 in cash as well as a jersey. Fifth through 8th is $575 and an onboard sportswear Outer Points production shirt. So this game, this match, I should say, is worth $575 plus a shirt. Lots of money riding on it, plus an opportunity to end up in the finals. Yee. The Vincent Didio pocket strikes for its first time in the evening. So if everybody remembers, I had a Facebook post at the beginning or right before the first of the final 16 matches. And I gave everybody an opportunity to guess all the winners of each one of the matches. And I think I had 22 or 23 participants. All of them have been knocked out except 2. There are 2 remaining that have guessed the first 4 winners correctly. The others have been eliminated. Those 2 players are Mike Zahalka and Sage Sopa. Those are the only 2 left. So I'm going to have to go back and we're going to take a look and see who they picked for tonight. Z-Man picked Nick. And so did Sage. So if Nick wins, they are still both in the running for the onboard sportswear jersey. Everybody else has guessed one of the contenders wrong along the way. Looks like Kevin is attempting a safe. He's going to try to get right on the bottom diamond. And that ran too far. But tied up Nick's 7 ball. So looking right down at the 11-14, before Kevin just nicked the 11, there was a combo to either one of the pockets. Now, I don't think it's going to go into either one of them. He's going to try it. He really wanted to get that 14 in front of the 5 ball. All right, Kevin with jump cue in hand. He does not want to be the first one to break out that 279 mess. I understand what Nick's trying to do, but he's putting more balls in a difficult position for himself. I like this choice by Kevin. Just nick the 9. Yep, get down there. That's a good shot. No rail on the 7 ball. Exactly what Kevin was hoping for. Came up drastically short again. He would have liked to have hit or shot the 14 next, and now I think he's going to be forced to take the 11. I think he's going to have to play the 11 down in the lower right-hand pocket. Draw into the 3 ball to stop it. Yep, good shot. Should actually have the perfect angle to go 2 rails, high left-hand English, and get right about there. And he decided to draw it and overhit that one. Lacking some speed control so far. Drills the bank. 2-2. These guys came to play. All right. I'm going to give everybody an incentive to like and share tonight. How about we give something away? Like an onboard sportswear jersey. So by show of hands in the chat, who would like to win a jersey? And then we're going to play a little game. If you want to be a part of it, let me see your show of hands. Justin Ellingson is in. John Klein is in. Fred Renner's in. Free onboard sportswear jersey. So far we've got 4. I need a minimum of 10. Nick Lobbs is in. Joe Menina in. That's 6 so far. I'm going to give this 5 minutes or so. Good shot by Kevin. Good carom off the 2 ball. Taking stripes, which is ideal given where the 14 and the 12 are, is a blocker for... Uh-oh. Blocker for Nick's 7 ball. Full-time Muscle Cars is in. Nope, he just retracted. Never mind. The worst thing he could have done was kick that 7 ball out. Aha, I see why he retracted it. It's Harold McAnally. McAloney, sorry. In. That's 7 so far. Need a minimum of 10. I'm going to give you a good reason to like and share the stream. $60 player's jersey up for grab. Great shot by Nick. A little steep on the 2 ball, but actually I think he might be able... let's take a look at this. He might be able to pocket this 1. Tried forcing it a little. So I see a couple of new people that just joined the chat. And if you didn't hear already, if you would like to win a $60 jersey by Outer Points Productions and manufactured by Onboard Sportswear, give me a show of hands in the chat. We're going to play a little game tonight. Good shot by Kevin. Now it's just a controlled stun stop for the 8 in the side. And couldn't have hit it any better. Pete Beshta is in. That's 8 so far. All right, Kevin regains the lead, 3-2. I only need 2 more viewers. Well, even if you don't raise your hand in the chat, I'll still give you an opportunity to play. Oh, just barely avoided the scratch. All right, here's the deal. Given that it's 8 ball and the score is at 3-2 right now, here's what I'm going to do. At 7 o'clock, that's 14 minutes from now, we are going to start the game. Good shot by Kevin, forcing that cue ball down to the 7. Now it's a matter of getting a good angle on this 1 ball to draw into the 9 or the 3 and get that mess cleared up. And this is not the correct angle. Now he's got the correct angle. I like it. I like what Kevin's doing here. Instead of breaking all of that up. Oh, my. Oh, my. I liked what he was doing. I just didn't like the shot, John. There is little opportunity for... he might be able to. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not sure where Nick is going with this because he's going to have a hard time getting this 9-ball out of there from what he has left. All right. Safety called. Good evening, Craig Bear. Thanks for joining us. Excellent shot by Kevin. But I don't think what he's going to like what he gets next. And I was wrong. Because now he's got a clear shot at the 4-ball. And if he so chooses to try and run into the 3. But I'm pretty sure what he was doing before was setting up for the bank cross side. So we'll see if he is going to attempt that again. That's what he's lining up. He better hit this with pinpoint accuracy speed. And that's definitely not it. All right, 9 more minutes, everybody, if you want to participate. Interesting play. Kick that 3 out into an actual pocketable position. John Klein, that is not one of the questions. What movie is this from? Did we just become best friends? Yep. Justin Ellingson, immediate answer. Whoa. It's a good attempt. Good hit, too. Well, so far this has been a really good seesaw battle. A lot of give and take. More giving than taking, I think. Perfect position for a stop shot on the 13 to pocket the 8 in the lower left. And we should be. We are tied up at 3 apiece. 6 more minutes before our game starts. In the meantime, let's go to one of our sponsor spotlights. First one of the evening. And if you were here last night, Mr. Bob Miller called in and gave us a good description of his company down off of University Avenue in Madison. And it's called The Conscious Carnivore. They are a whole animal butcher shop that provides expertise to help with customers be more knowledgeable about what and how they eat. They opened their doors in September of 2013 with a mission to educate the home cook. From local animal sourcing to on-site high-quality butchering, they can ensure grass-fed and healthy meats. They believe it is time to recapture the flavor of cooking and connecting with family and friends over a home-cooked meal. All right, rack number 7. And the only shot for Nick is going to be the 11 ball. So whether he likes it or not, he is going to be taking stripes. Which, given where the 1, 4, 15 are on the left-hand side of your screen, I think it's kind of a horse apiece. Well, here's the shot to determine the rest of this rack. Nick has very slight angle on this 14 ball. All right, never mind. We're going to go back to that shot in just a little bit. Now he's got more of an angle. He's going to pocket the 14 with a lot of left-hand spin and try to run into that 15 or the 1 or something to break his 15 out of there. And did so successfully. All right, 10 ball in the lower left-hand corner. And getting shape on the 15. There's a lot of traffic. Thank you for the like and the share, Mark Bell. Mark, if you want to, and you haven't already heard, you are allowed to participate in tonight's. I'm not going to say what it is, exactly what it is just yet. That is, I'm not sure how to do that. I got to go out to the table. Be right back. Mark, you can participate in potentially winning an onboard sportswear jersey. And as soon as this rack concludes, I will give everybody a full description of the rules and what we're going to do. A little bit of a funny angle on this 5-ball for Kevin. I don't think he has much choice whether to take it, though. And now I believe he is blocked by the 7-ball, unable to play the 3. So he's going to have to play the 7 in the corner, which honestly isn't that bad either. Well hit. Well hit. Little bit of a rush shot. Oh my. The forward spin, once it hit the rail, took and really took the momentum off of that cue ball. Leaving Nick incredibly short, even for the bank shot, is not at all what he was looking for. And scratched anyway. Giving Kevin ball in hand on the 8-ball. That's a nice little gift. I'm just going to go ahead and score it already. All right. Conclusion of the rack. I believe I have figured out a way to get around cheating in a trivia game. So we're going to play a trivia game tonight. And if you would like to participate, so normally if you were sitting at home, and you'd be able to Google any one of the questions that I'm going to ask, right? Is not going to be the case now at all. So one lucky person is going to have the opportunity to win a jersey. Here's what everybody that would like to participate has to do. I want you to send me a private message on Facebook Messenger, and here's what it must include. A trivia question, relatively, okay, not super hard or anything else. So send me a trivia question with the answer. All right? The other criteria I need in the message is your phone number. So here's what we're going to do. I need at least 10 questions. And if the person that is going to receive the lucky phone call can answer 7 out of those 10 questions correctly, they are going to win a jersey. So send me a private message with a trivia question, the answer, and your phone number. So nobody else is going to know what your phone number is. I'm the only person that is going to know that. So we're not going to make it public. So out of that's why I would have liked at least 10. Make sense? So then what we're going to do is we are going to pick one out of all of those participants, and we're going to call that person live on the stream, and I'm going to ask all of those trivia questions that you people have sent in. So there's absolutely no way that they can use Google. They can't cheat. So let's give it a try. See what happens. Phone call is going to be on the air. Yes. This will be a live trivia. And I have a pen and paper ready. So get those questions coming in. Given that it, again, is 8-ball and the score is 4-3, we'll probably start the trivia around 7:30 or so. You know what? I just had another idea, too. If the first person does not answer 7 out of 10 correctly, we just might try it again. All right. I think where Kevin needs to be is, well, I think he's going to try to get shape for the 1 ball. But unfortunately, he's going to leave himself with a very thin cut on the 1 if he does that. I would actually like to see him go 2 rails around the 1 and the 8 and play the 2. The 2 or the 7 next. Yeah, I don't like... If he tries to get shape on this 1 ball in the side, I think he's asking for trouble. Yeah, I like that. So now he can play the 2, stop shot, play the 7, stop shot. And depending on the angle that he gets on the 1 ball is going to determine where he plays the 8. Justin Ellingson says he has his message sent. Okay, Mark Bell, that is not a general trivia question. Mark, you're going to have to come up with something a little bit more that everybody could potentially know the answer. Come up with a different one. All right. I like that question, Justin. All right. Kevin for a 2-game lead if he can pocket this 8 ball in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket. And center cut. 5-3. I wonder how many people right now are sitting at home watching the stream and Googling trivia questions on their phone. Michael Parker. Thank you for the like and the share, my friend. Watching parts of the match while he is shooting league. All right, just got a message from John Klein. I like that, John. You know, in all honesty, there may be some people in the chat that may not know the answer to that question. I like it. Thank you for participating. Again, if you're just tuning in, I see we have a couple of new viewers. We are in the middle of a trivia competition, if you will. And one lucky person, if they can answer 7 out of the 10 questions live on air, we are going to call that person and ask those questions. They will win an onboard sportswear jersey. So if you would like to participate, send me a private message. That's Dale Lorenz on Facebook Messenger. Any trivia question within reason. I mean, let's, not make it too difficult. Again, Mark, trivia, not something that people know about just Mark Bell. Like, Yeah, I can't even think of a trivia question right now. Non-Mark Bell related. Tommy Treb, I just received your trivia question, but you did not include the answer. I know you cannot accept the call, but you did not include the answer in it. You know why I'm asking that question is because I honestly don't even think I know the answer. That's pretty sad. Mark Bell, you're making this really challenging for me, buddy. A general trivia question that is not about Mark Bell. It can be pool related. It can be astronaut related. It could be something about koala bears. Thank you, Tommy Treb. Yep. I like that question. And I think there's probably going to be quite a few people that may not know the answer to that, even though they should, given that they live in the state of Wisconsin and they're pool players. I like it. Jim Horn, I just got your question, and I like it. That's a good trivia question for pool players. But again, you did not include the answer or your phone number. So part of the deal was ask a trivia question or send me a trivia question with the answer and your phone number. Because you might be the lucky one that gets a phone call. All right, I got it, Jim. Perfect. John Klein, I think everybody on the planet that watches football at all knows the answer to that question. Well, Kevin looks like he is very close to... Oh, and he got dead straight on this 9 ball. The last thing he wanted. This is going to be brutally difficult to get down for the 14. I think he is going to have to draw back into the 8 ball full and play the bank on the 14 by the 3. I don't think he has much any other choice. This is a tough shot for Kevin. Can't see it. All right, he is probably going to call the 14 down by the 3. Yep. And try to come 2 rails with the cue ball and try to get that pretty close to where the 3 is as well. Bank that, and then the cue ball has to come back around there. Yikes. And now Kevin is in 1 ball hell. Just got a question from Vincent Schrader. So we are up to 5 legitimate questions. And it is pool related. I like it. I will definitely use that one, Vincent. So we need 5 more questions. Good hit by Kevin. John Klein is sending me some good questions. I don't know if there is a window between that 6 and 8. I don't believe so. I'll be back. I have to go watch a hit. Well, he got the one out, and now it's back in an even worse spot than what it was before. And I believe he is calling safe. Good shot. Well, if I was Nick, I would shoot that one ball right now with a ton of follow. Don't try to pocket the ball. With a ton of follow. And get that cue ball all the way down to the end of the table. You could actually try to I don't think it even goes in the side. They look like they are froze together. Or very close. I'm not seeing a lot of messages come in. That's a shame. That is not a bad result, actually. He doesn't seem all too happy about it, but I don't think this is all that bad. The 6 does not pass the 2 ball. And I don't think he can shoot the 2 itself. So this is not a bad leave. Of course, he's going to be kicking at it again, but oh, never mind. He could see the 2. Looks like Tuesday trivia is going to be a flop. All right, 5-4 in favor of Kevin. And players are going to take a quick break. So I am going to do the exact same thing because I need to use the restroom. So we will be back in just a little while. All right, players have returned. We are almost halfway there. And if this match continues on the pace that it has been, we are in for another hill match. Nothing going down for Nick Brodeski on the break again. All right, I gotta tell everybody. So I just got a trivia question from Vincent Schrader, and it's probably the best best trivia question of the night. And I'm gonna read it word for word. Thanks so much, Vincent. Question: what is the success rate of Dale's Tuesday trivia? Answer: 0. That's what I get for trying something new, I guess. Not everything I do turns out the way I want it to. All right, tricky ball for Kevin Kisting is going to be getting on that 7 ball. Kevin a little upset with himself that he ran that cue ball too far, but I think he's still okay. The bad part is he is probably going to run into this 8 ball. Ooh. Didn't touch the 8, went right past it, on almost in the side. No, Vincent, you did not win another shirt. As a matter of fact, after that trivia question, I think I may take the first one back, just wear it myself. All right. We have got a mess. 5-14 are tied up. 7-13 is tied up. And Kevin's 4 ball is blocking the pocket for pretty much everything that... All right. Got one of them out of there. Yeah, I can buy that, Justin. I don't think that's where Kevin wanted to put that ball. Nobody wants to be the one person that gets the phone call to answer trivia. All right, then that gives me another idea. How about we do this? We're going to do the questions that people have already sent me, right? And then we're going to call Vincent Schrader and see if he can answer the questions. Who's up for that? I am. Let's see how many the wise guy can come up with the correct answers. You know, it's obviously the worst thing that could happen to Nick, but it isn't as bad as what he thinks, because I'll tell you what, if I was Kevin, I would just pocket this 5-ball and play safe. See, this isn't going to do any good. If he does this, well, actually, yeah, he might. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I would have just pocketed the 5 and called safe. I don't know about you folks, but I'm pretty positive that was a no hit. Actually, I know for a fact that was not a hit. Did anybody else see that? You know, that's one of the worst things about being a streamer slash tournament director. I'm almost 100% positive, almost 100%. That doesn't even make any sense, but I'm pretty sure that Nick knew that he fouled. Just kind of the way he glanced up at the booth and chose not to call it on himself. And to me, that is really poor sportsmanship. You have no idea how bad I want to get out of the booth right now and ask Nick if he knew that he fouled, but he's probably going to deny it anyway. Not a position I like being in. That's a shame. I just got your question, Andy Coons. I just got your question, Fred Renner. I like it. Vincent Schrader, I hope you're ready for a phone call. All we need is 3 more questions. 3 more trivia questions, and we're going to put Vincent Schrader on the spot. I agree 100%, Justin Ellingson. That it should have been Kevin's call. But myself, me personally, if I fouled, I'm going to tell my opponent that I fouled. And that is a possibility, John Klein. That may have been where he put it, even if he had ball in hand. But I think that's really not the relevant. I get what you're saying, and I do agree, but it's still. Looks like Kevin is going to play the 5 and then try to give the 8 ball. Yeah, it looked like he was going to try to give the 8 ball a little bit of a nudge. And I think he just got in between everything. I don't think he's even got a shot here. I think he's going to have to play safe. Which isn't the worst thing anyway. Good evening, Peter Wegman. Last night's winner over Andy Coons. You're just in time for trivia, Peter. Right, Vincent? trivia that's probably not going to happen unless we get a couple more questions. I like what Kevin's doing here. He's taking just a little bit more time than what he has been previously. Ideal angle to just pocket the 6, roll forward just a little bit, and play the 8 in the side. Kevin regains the lead. Andy Coons, I think everybody that is in the chat that would actually, if we did call Vincent Schrader, he would know the answer to that question. That one's a little easy. All right, we got another messy rack here. Good choice taking stripes. Wanted to hit that 8 ball out of there and not put the 12 in a bad spot. Although it does go past the 7, so he's all right. He does have an angle to run into the 8 ball, but if he does that, I think he's going to put himself in a bad position. And he's continuing to put himself in a bad position because if he plays the 10, if he plays the 9 and then the 10 to break out the 8, it's going to be a very steep angle. And odds of getting a shot on the 15 or the 11 is not very good. He has to come into the 8 ball on, it'd be his right side of the 8 and not hit the 3. Yeah, overcut it anyway. That's a good question, Andy. I like that. As a Wisconsin player, if you play in that tournament, that's should be something that you know. Given the size of that pocket with the 5 ball there, I would actually consider kicking the 11 ball in instead of him playing this nasty cut. Oh, he might even be trying the combo. I would consider kicking this 11 in. Thank you, everybody that's joining me over on Facebook. Looks like Dan Nipreth, Jerry McCrossan, Sean Henning, Fred Reiser. A couple of others that I can't see at the moment. Thanks for tuning in. Again, this is match number 5 of round 3, the final 16. Winner advances and collects a minimum of $575 plus a seat in the quarterfinals. This is not where Nick Brodeski wanted to end up with that cue ball. It's going to make it pretty challenging getting on the 8. He actually got pretty fortunate. He did leave Kevin with a combo. Ooh. And just barely falls in. And the angle he's got off of the 10 ball is going directly at the bottom right-hand corner towards the 11. So this is tough shape. I think he almost has to play either to run into the 11 or try to get to the short side of it. I don't see another way out of this rack. Well, good news, bad news. Bad news, he missed it and got perfect on the 11. Good news is he blocked the pocket for the 8 ball, left the cue ball on the rail, and almost a straight-in shot on the 6 in the corner. So Nick may have to try and pocket this ball and play the 8 to follow the 10 ball in. Easier said than done. He hit that way too hard for that to work. If you want that ball to follow, you got to hit that with a medium pace. Draw stroke. That way when the 8 hits the 10, it becomes follow. I don't know what Kevin's looking at. If he's thinking playing safe, even though it's a thin cut, I think I would take this shot on. Actually, I know I would. It's a game-winning shot. You don't want to leave your opponent back at the table. Oh, he's playing safe. Goodness me. There's a good chance that Kevin's going to end up in worse position than he just was. Cue ball. That would be the path I would follow. All right, locked in a safety battle with 2 balls on the table. Fun. Well, it looks like the 1-2 combo is pretty wired into the pocket. I believe so, anyway. So that makes this rack a lot easier for Nick to get out of. Or not. So, update on the trivia. I You know, I don't even know if I want to talk to Vincent Schrader. Just, just kidding. Vince and I, we actually, well, we used to talk pretty often, but I have a feeling if I call him, he's probably not going to answer anyway. So he might end up being correct. Tuesday night trivia was 0 success. What's going on, Al Holden? Nice of you to join us. It's a shame that you, like 5 minutes earlier, we just had, you missed Tuesday night trivia. That's a shame. Nobody else has to tell him. Six to the seven's pretty easy. 7 to the 2 ball, not so much. It does go in the side between the 9 and the 13. It looks like he has a line towards. Yeah, he's got to play it. That does two does not go past the 8 ball down in the corner, so he does have to play this sharper angle on the 2 on the side and hope to get a little fortunate to have a shot on the 8 ball. And he does not. He has a bank shot, maybe, in the upper right-hand corner, but that is about it. Could go for the cut all the way down in the lower right, but that is nasty. All right, great opportunity for Kevin to square this match yet again. That is pretty ideal position If I was Kevin, I would play the 10 first to get down to the 12. Get that ball out of there, and then finish the rest of the stripes. Don't want to get straight. No, he's just fine. Just enough angle to come back out. $13,911. Or now he could actually play. He's got a really good shot at the 11. I might consider taking that now. Not going to commentate or curse him, but avoid at all costs drawing in the cue ball back into the never mind. Kevin getting a little frustrated. Just not getting the shape that he wants. But frustration is going to lead to another missed opportunity. He needs to refocus, make the 11, and get on with it. Ouch. My opinion, that miss on the 11 ball is a direct result of being angry with himself, not getting exactly where he wanted to be. Hard to focus when you got steam coming out of your ears. That miss on the 11 ball is not only going to cost him the last game, but it is probably, it's actually definitely going to cost him this game as well. All right. Nick Brodeski is on the hill. All right, 3 balls away for Nick Brodeski, moving on to the quarterfinals. I would be willing to bet Kevin would give just about anything to have that shot on the 11 ball back. But it is not over yet. Another opportunity for Kevin to get a game back, and maybe more. That 11 is in a nasty spot, so I think he's going to, if I was playing, I would play the 10 ball first, get out for a good angle on the 14, and then play the 11 down by the 8 ball. So with this angle on the 10, he cannot hold this to get a straight shot on the 11. A little off angle, so I would actually play the 15 first here. I'd leave that 13 right where it is. Play the 15, 14, 11, 12, 13, 8. That would be my pattern. He's got to get back to a better position on that 14 ball, and I think that the 15 makes it simpler. Yep. It's too much angle on the 14. Would have been much more natural playing the 15 first, but not relevant anymore. That one almost didn't fall. So here's what I was talking about. Now, to get, he's got quite the considerable angle on the 12 ball. It's going to be tough getting straight on the 11. Oh, he got there. Cheated the hell out of the pocket, but it worked. That's all that matters. It went in. Just pocket the ball and drift a little forward. That's all he needs. Uh-oh. John has left a lot on the table today. It's a fun cut. I think he's playing the bank. Yep. And what a roll. What a fortunate roll. Jeepers Christmas. And he's going to scratch. All right, folks. That's going to be a wrap. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Much appreciated for being here. I'd like to thank all of these people, as always, all of my sponsors. I have some house cleaning I need to do and chat with the players, so I apologize for abruptly ending the stream. But, yeah. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Let's see what we've got here. Fred Reiser, Tom Menina. 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. You don't want to miss that match. That's going to be a fun one. So until then, much appreciated for all the viewers that tuned in this evening, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow again. So on that note, have a pleasant rest of your evening. Thanks, everybody.